When was the last time you checked what's actually in your trunk? Not just tools, but survival gear. Most people drive hundreds of miles from civilization with nothing but faith in their smartphones. But what if that signal fades and your water runs out? This video reveals 10 easy overlooked tricks that turn your car into a genuine survival kit. Watch until the end, because the last one is the difference between discomfort and true danger when you're stranded overnight. Number 1. The multi-tool and flashlight combo. Could you handle being stranded at night with no light and no tools? A single blown bulb or a screw lost under the hood can turn a routine stop into a struggle when you can't see a thing. That's where a solid multi-tool and trusted flashlight earn their keep. Pliers grip when fingers slip, knives cut through seatbelt webbing, and screwdrivers tighten loose terminals when the engine dies. A crank-powered LED flashlight or a durable 300 lumen model keeps the scene visible long after batteries fade. One driver in Colorado used a small multi-tool to realign a fan belt in total darkness, saving hours before help arrived. The reality is simple. A $20 pair of gadgets in your glove box can convert panic into problem-solving confidence, but light won't help much if thirst takes over. Number 2. Water and purification. How long could you actually last inside a stalled car without clean water? Even in mild weather, dehydration sets in before hunger does, cutting focus and clear judgment within hours. Inside a sealed vehicle, heat rises fast, turning thirst into confusion long before real danger begins. That's why sealed emergency water pouches are essential. They store safely for years and don't leak or spoil. When they run out, lightweight purification tablets can turn ditch water or rain puddles into something drinkable, neutralizing the bacteria that often makes illness fatal in isolation. Studies show dehydration can impair concentration after just 2 hours, and severe symptoms follow soon after. Spending only a few dollars on water supplies and tablets means you can stay functional for 3 full days instead of collapsing halfway through a single afternoon. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 3. First aid that actually works. What happens if someone slices their hand or burns their arm miles from cell service? The smallest wound can turn dangerous fast when there's no antiseptic or dressing within reach. A compact first aid kit solves that problem immediately. Stock it with painkillers like ibuprofen, antiseptic wipes, gauze, adhesive bandages, tweezers, and gloves. Each item has purpose. Bandages prevent dirt entry, painkillers keep shock down, tweezers remove debris. Keep it close to the driver's seat so every second counts. One traveler shared online that a simple alcohol wipe and bandage stopped an infected blister from spreading during a 12-hour wait for towing. What could have become a serious infection ended as a minor delay. A $15 kit may look like clutter to some, but it can stop a small injury from turning into a life-threatening emergency when the road goes silent. Number 4. The power bank. That moment your phone battery drops into the red and there's no signal feels worse than a flat tire. Stress spikes instantly because every modern driver depends on a phone for GPS, emergency calls, and even light. Once power dies, isolation begins. A fully charged power bank changes everything. It lets you call for help, retrace routes, or signal rescuers. Keep a reliable car charger too, preferably one with quick charge capability or even a solar backup. Different models serve different needs. Compact versions handle short trips, while larger packs power multiple devices across days. Many breakdown reports note stranded drivers losing contact simply because their phones went dark. A charged battery isn't about convenience anymore. It's your line to navigation, communication, and rescue, all contained in a palm-sized power source that keeps your connection to the world alive. Number 5. Know your tire and battery basics. Could you change a flat tire right now without looking it up? When roadside assistance is delayed for hours or inaccessible during a storm, that knowledge matters more than any subscription plan. Flats and dead batteries are 2 of the top reasons drivers get stranded, yet they're also the easiest to manage. Start with your spare, jack, and wrench. Loosen lug nuts before raising the tire, then tighten them in a star pattern once replaced. For a dead battery, attach jumper cables red to positive, black to negative, then reverse after the engine starts. Corroded terminals cause many failures, so keeping them clean helps prevent surprises. A portable jump starter makes the process even safer since it doesn't require another car. Knowing these steps turns what could have been a night-long ordeal into a quick 20-minute fix before worry ever takes hold. Number 6. Extra fluids. Could you recognize the early signs of an overheating engine before it fails? Most drivers notice the temperature gauge too late, long after the damage begins. A low coolant or oil level can cause metal parts to grind and seize within minutes, especially in remote terrain where stopping isn't optional. Keeping sealed bottles of engine oil and coolant in your trunk is an easy insurance policy. They last for years, require little space, and allow you to refill before the engine crosses its limit. Mountain roads and desert heat place the toughest demands on engines, forcing them to work harder with less airflow. Knowing how to top off fluids safely prevents catastrophic failure and keeps your car moving toward help. $10 of prevention can save you $1,000 in repairs, and countless hours waiting in the heat without directions. Number 7. Offline maps. When was the last time you lost cell signal halfway through a drive? Most people trust their phones so completely that a GPS failure can leave them unsure which direction to turn. Service dead zones appear suddenly, and once they do, drivers realize how little sense of direction they've retained. Downloading offline maps before every road trip ensures navigation even when the screen shows no service. Paper maps still work when every device dies. They don't need batteries, signal, or updates. A folded highway map can reconnect you to major routes when a GPS loop leads to nowhere. Compass-based apps and GPS units that function without service add another layer of security. Having these backups isn't old-fashioned, it's smart. Navigation independence is survival, not nostalgia. When your digital system goes dark, self-reliance becomes the only reliable route home. Number 8. Thermal blanket and poncho. Overnight temperatures can drop faster than expected inside a stalled car. Once the engine shuts off, the cabin loses heat quickly, and metal surfaces radiate the cold straight back at you. Cars aren't built for survival. They trap air, but not warmth. Hypothermia can begin at just 50 degrees if you're wet or tired, long before you think it's dangerous. A thermal blanket traps body heat by reflecting over 90% of what you radiate, creating a thin, radiant barrier that turns your own warmth into insulation. A waterproof poncho adds the second layer of protection, keeping out rain and snow so moisture can't speed up heat loss. Together they weigh almost nothing, cost less than $5, and can turn a freezing night into a manageable setback. Without them, that same night can quietly become your last. Number 9. Energy snacks. How long could your energy last after 12 hours on the road without real food? Hunger doesn't just cause discomfort, it drains focus and weakens body heat regulation faster than most drivers realize. Energy crashes often arrive before thirst does, cutting clear thinking right when you need it most. That's why protein bars, nuts, and jerky belong in every glove box. They're high calorie, non-perishable, and release energy slowly, keeping blood sugar steady through long delays. Choose snacks that resist heat and store easily. Nuts in sealed pouches, bars in foil wrapping, jerky in vacuum packs. These options stay edible through summer heat or winter chill for months. When your body starts to fade, small bites of fuel bring clarity back. Number 10. Fire and visibility. What single item could make you visible to rescuers at night and help you stay warm when temperatures collapse? Many stranded drivers overlook fire as a signal, thinking of it only for heat. Yet when batteries die and headlights fade, flame becomes proof of life. A small fire starter kit fits in any glove compartment and ignites tinder even in damp weather. Build fires 10 feet from the car to avoid fumes, shielding it with rocks or metal to prevent spread. Your car isn't a shelter, it's a temporary space, buying you time to make smart choices. Every decision after a breakdown shapes the hours ahead, not just minutes. A true road trip plan sees each mile as a potential test of endurance, not convenience. Prepared drivers think in days, not delays, packing for survival instead of comfort. A complete survival kit costs about $50, less than a single gallon of gas, and gives you up to 72 hours of safety. That trade is simple: a lighter trunk, a calmer mindset, and the power to outlast whatever the road throws your way.